ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Logitech G, Pay Safeguard, Legion by Lenovo, Mountain Dew League, and ESEA.
Good evening and welcome to the ESL Pro League match day number 21 of Season 5 North American Division. It is looking like a All-Australian affair, All-Australian-New Zealand affair, but not really anymore because we've had a lot of lineup changes here over on Renegades and Winterfox at the moment, as far as I'm aware, playing from down under, be it Australia, be it New Zealand. It's going to be an interesting day. Definitely is going to be an interesting day, but of course you've got two Aussies here to tell you all about it. My name is Jordan Mays, Tim Dunn joining me as always, and it's going to be a good day, I think.
It is. So we've got the contest of who is the best Australia. So we have Australia, New Zealand, Australia, and North America, Australia.
Yeah.
Those are our choices.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a tongue twister, I suppose, but we'll see how we go today.
Just a little bit.
I'm looking forward to seeing how it does go because I think it's going to be, I suppose, probably one of the first times I've ever actually watched a team playing on 250 ping or whatever against another team that's playing on normal ping, essentially. So it will be a little bit strange. I don't know what's going to happen here, really, for Winterfox. Either they are going to get absolutely wrecked because their ping's absolutely skyrocketing, or I don't know, maybe they have a lag shield and they come out and they just dodge bullets like the Matrix. I don't know.
Sure, it could work. I mean, the thing when you're playing on this sort of ping, see, this is something we can talk about because as Australians, we're very used to very high pings. Our internet is fantastic. One of the things you normally try and do when you're on super high ping is you buy SMGs, you buy shotguns. You don't want things like AWPs, where if your shot's, a quarter of a second late to register, it's not really going to help you out. It's you tend to want more of the cheese weapons, which is why I'm kind of sad that Negev got banned from ESL Pro League last night because I feel like we could have seen legitimate use for many of those today. Yeah,
well, as we've said, we've got the Winterfox and Renegades on our stream. Over on the main stream, Immortals and CLG promises to be quite a good one. Saw Immortals yesterday. They had a pretty decent time, picking up a 2-0, and then SK and Liquid, another sort of top-of-the-table clash there. I think SK's number 1 still up against number 3 of Liquid at the moment. So overall, some good matches over on the mainstream.
And Liquid's using twists now as well.
Yeah.
Coming over from the Misfits lineup. So again, more roster changes for Liquid as they try and find a 5 that will completely mesh for them, as they haven't really had huge amounts of success. They've done okay, but their last stellar run was when they had Simple. So and to try and recreate some success there.
Yeah, and speaking of roster changes as well, I mean, we touched on it briefly there. Renegades, of course, have had some roster changes. Yam's left the roster now. I don't know what the circumstances are, but he's no longer playing for Renegades. And obviously, Ricky's over on CLG now, so they've sort of been shuffling around their roster quite a bit of late. It looks like Nifty and Next are going to be the ones that are going to come in here as the actual full-time players. I mean, they're not stand-ins or anything like that as far as I'm aware. At the moment, though, I don't think Next is going to be playing tonight. I think we've got Kassad playing tonight. So it is a bit of a strange situation, really, for Renegades. Seems as though Next hasn't been able to get into America just in time. But Nifty's there, of course. So we will start to see how this new roster starts to work out for Renegades.
Yeah, and of course, Kassad stepping in is their coach. So they're used to playing with him. He's been working with them for a while. He's with Mouse Sports for a bit, but he must have been with Renegades for multiple months now. I can't remember exactly
a long time,
when he joined up, but it's been quite a bit. So they should be okay with having him mesh in there. He knows how their setups work. They know how he operates, so he should be fine to stand in for them. But hopefully they'll get Nexa in soon. They'll be able to actually practice as a full 5 again because it's been a while since Renegades have had a consistent lineup.
Yeah, definitely. And when we did see them have a consistent lineup, things were looking okay for them. I mean, it wasn't amazing. They weren't setting the world on fire, but I thought, obviously, as an Australian, the performances that they were having were, to me, okay, they're doing pretty well, right? We didn't expect them to come out here and win the NA Pro League, but we thought that they could come out here, sort of sit in the middle of the pack, have a good time, and they kind of were doing that, and they were even challenging up towards the top as well. Last season, they got in, I think, 4th place, it might have been, or something like that. They were close to the top. But yeah, look, Renegades, again, some changes coming out for them, so we'll see whether it meshes well for them. Obviously, they've still got that core three of Azza, Ustillo, and JKS, who are, I think, the strong players on that roster, really, at the moment. They all seem to be in pretty good form, and I definitely think that Renegades today should have a pretty decent time over Winterfox. Now, admittedly, I would say that anyway, but I think it's even more compounded due to the fact that Winterfox have obviously got some ping issues coming out here.
Yeah, Winterfox versus Pingterfox today, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's going to be a pretty rough time for them. But, I mean, that all-Australian lineup of Renegades that they had, which was really their last fully consistent sort of lineup, that lineup played okay. I mean, we were talking about them being in the middle of Pro League. They did go down quite hard early off, but they brought it all the way back to last week. They actually managed to even up their win-loss at 7-7 and then push ahead with a 2-0, get to 9-7. So they found themselves positive after quite a big disadvantage initially.
Yeah, definitely. And it's been a good sign for Renegades, but now all of a sudden the roster change comes out. So what will we see coming from them in the last few stages of Pro League here? Hard to say. I have no idea how this roster is going to gel. Hoping for the best, but who knows what's going to happen. Admittedly, again, I think it shouldn't be too bad of a start here against Winterfox. If they could have started off against a team like, I don't know, SK or something, then maybe something like that would have been a little bit more difficult, but it's not going to be the case. They're going to be going up against Winterfox and hoping to play for a spot at the finals. Maybe they won't be quite making it. We'll see. Winterfox won't be, that's for sure. But if you want to make it to the finals, Tim, or if anyone watching wants to make it to the finals, as again I dropped my pen, you can tune into proleague.com or check out proleague.com/Dallas and find your tickets there, find your information there, and have a crack at it like all of these players are.
Yeah, it's going to be a really good event. The Pro League finals are always good. This year on American soil last season, I should say, still last year, they were in Brazil. So it was a good event there. Cloud9 managed to win that one, of course. Currently sitting second in the standings, I believe. They're in great form to get to the finals and be able to try and defend their title, but there's going to be a lot of teams contesting them for it.
Yeah, I definitely think so. Should be a good final as well. I'm looking forward to having a watch of that. Obviously, probably won't be there, but that's the nature of being in Australia. Unfortunately, you don't get to that many big things. Obviously, IEM Sydney's coming, though. Looking forward to that. Renegades will be there. So it's going to be a good sort of an insight here as to how Renegades is going to be going, maybe at IEM Sydney. I don't think we're expecting them really to come out and win IEM Sydney or anything like that, but we are hoping that they're going to be able to at least challenge, and this might be a start of what we get to see from them here. Obviously, it is going to be that roster probably coming over. So big things ahead, really, for Renegades, and today's the start, I suppose.
Yeah, it is. I mean, admittedly, they should have, as we've said, an easier time of it due to the massive lag that Winterfox are going to have. I mean, it depends which way it goes, because the lag, when you're on 250 ping, that's a quarter of a second behind what's actually happening, which just about accounts for the average human reaction time. So they're going to react to things, and then it's going to be double that time before it actually happens in the server. So either it's going to work out that they just get completely destroyed by Renegades due to the fact they can't react to things in time, or it's going to be that they're rubber banding around corners and just destroying Renegades who can't hit them.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I've never really played on an American server or anything like that, so I can't really say I've got any sort of first-hand experience.
So you should. It's a good experience.
Well, I've never played Counter-Strike on an American server. I've played a lot of other games, but I just felt like, you know what, Counter-Strike is just a game that you don't play above, like, 70 ping. Otherwise, you're just in the bin.
It's normally not. I mean, I've played on American servers, and it's not hugely fun. It can work, but again, it depends on if you're lagging or rubber banding, and then you can just destroy the other team. But looking at the lineups here, the stats really tell the story. It's much, much better over on the Renegades side of things. Of course, Kassad there, no stats. He hasn't played for Renegades in Pro League yet, but everyone else doing pretty okay on their roster, and JKS sitting up top.
Yeah, and that's pretty much where you'd want to have things, really, I think. I mean, Ustillo and Azza, you could maybe have them be interchangeable in terms of the stats that they've got, and things would still be working okay. But JKS, you definitely want to be kind of, not necessarily a star player, but you want him to be up there getting those frags and being able to clutch out those late round situations, which is what he does so well for Renegades. Over on the Winterfox side, things are fairly even. When we first sort of saw Winterfox with this new roster in this season with Raz, Raz wasn't performing to the same level, I don't think, as the other guys early on in the piece, but he's really stepped it up here, and it does look like he's made his way back up to decent form, but how well is it going to be helping out Winterfox today? One has to question, given the fact that that lag is going to be obviously an issue. I mean, we're going to be saying that a lot tonight, but I think that's really just the takeaway. I mean, it's going to be how much does that ping sort of affect Winterfox?
And I think the answer to that question can really only be a lot. But the other thing that isn't really helping Winterfox is, of course, the maps that we have. Up first, Train. Oh, there's a bomb going off. Up first, Train, and then Cobble a little bit later on. Winterfox haven't played Train since 2016. So that's going to be an issue for them. Whereas Renegades have played Train a couple of times recently for ESL Pro League and Star Ladder, and they've won it 2 out of the 3 times they've played it recently. So they won it against SK most recently in Pro League, which is massive. Lost it against CLG in StarLadder and won it against Selfless in ECS. So not a bad lineup, not a bad sort of history for them, and especially given that win over SK, they'll be very happy with that. And then looking at Cobble, Winterfox have won it once recently against Luminosity. They've lost it 8 out of the 9 times they've played it in 2017.
Not a particularly pretty sight when you look at this little sheet that we've got set up. There's a lot of red there for Winterfox. Quite a bit of green, actually, for Renegades, though, on all of these maps. I think they'll be pretty comfortable coming into both Train and Cobblestone. I'm thinking it should be a 2-0. I mean, the only real blight there is, I think, that loss to CLG on Train, and obviously there's a loss for Renegades against Splice on Cobblestone. That was quite a while ago. But yeah, that one for CLG, or the loss against CLG for Renegades, that was fairly recent. It was kind of the new CLG roster. Ricky was kind of going ham in that game. I mean, it was a good game to watch, but I'm not going to draw too many conclusions from that because generally speaking, Renegades have been fairly solid on Train and obviously fairly solid on Cobblestone as well.
Yeah, well, we've got, what, 9 maps, I think, for both teams here in our little history sheet, and we've got 7 wins, 2 losses for Renegades, and 1 win, 8 losses out of Train and Cobble for Winterfox. So, really tells you all you need to know. Even if the ping wasn't here, if the ping issue wasn't a thing, you know, if they were both playing on sort of 30 to 60 ping, both being in the US, even in that situation, this is still a matchup according to maps that favors Renegades.
Yeah, definitely. And we're moments away from finding out how those matches do go, but for the moment, we're going to head to a quick break. We'll be back as soon as the matches are ready.
Get your team apparel now at shop.eslgaming.com.
Hey Future Pros, we have a flash for you that should aid in pushing through the monster tunnel on Overpass. This flash should leave your teammates unaffected while the CTs should be blind as heck. To do this flash, line yourself up over the tip of this bottle. Aim over the wall slightly and to the right and then throw the flash. That's it. This should make the Rush B Don't Stop strat work way more in your favor. You ready? Huh? Hey, easy boy, huh? You ready? Huh? Ugh.
Start your esports career now at play.eslgaming.com.
I can't understand people watching somebody play a computer game.
It's still not a sport.
It shouldn't be on a sports network.
But I don't know if athlete is the right word.
Nico wants another go at it though. Bolts is there, and another round to the slaughter. And Nico, what a round to come alive from this man.
The game has changed. This is why FaZe wanted Nico.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ESL Pro League. Two headshots in a row. Phoenix about to bring it back now. All on Nico. Trying to see if they can get the defuse in Nico. Oh no, Phoenix! Has to keep Virtus Pro alive. Taco once closer. AW. He's looking for a look. He's gonna get a hit that headshot again. Oh my god.
You like nuke? No? Well, here's a common warehouse smoke for you anyway. The lineups for this are nice and easy. It's fairly common AWPers should play from this spot, and this smoke should push them away and force them to relocate. Position yourself over this corner and aim slightly above the metal fixture, and then toss the smoke. Easy. Now you removed one of the 45 different angles that CTs can kill you from.
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Logitech G, Pay Safeguard, Legion by Lenovo, Mountain Dew League, and ESEA.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the ESL Pro League North America Division, where we are currently waiting on Renegades and Winterfox. Renegades and Lag to Fox. I don't know. What do you want to call it?
Winter lag, ping to Fox.
Ping to Fox.
There's a few we
Who
can
knows?
go for.
They're all playing from Australia or New Zealand or some variety of wherever they are at.
Some combination of that.
Not currently America. So
they're looking at between 200 and 300 ping, basically.
Well, I mean, it could be like maybe 150 ping. I don't know. You can sometimes get a lowish ping to America, depending on how good your connection is, depending on where the server is. But you'd be stretching it, right? You'd be very lucky to get 150 ping. So that's for sure. I reckon it's somewhere between like 150 and 250 ping. For them.
It's not great.
It's not going to be fun, but we're going to find out how it is going to go for them here on Train, which is the first map. Now, you said this is a map which Winterfox have not played in
this year.
Recent times.
They haven't played it since like late 2016, I believe. So, I mean, even without the ping issue, this would still be one that I'd favor Renegades on, as they do have good results on Train. But here we go. Renegades will take for themselves the T side. Winterfox starting on CT. Hopefully we can have the scoreboard up at some point so we can see that ping, but I can't imagine it's good. APOC pushing in, actually is able to react decently in time, so it can't be too bad. But under a lot of pressure, has to fall back. Gets taken out by JKS.
Yeah, JKS, easy entry kill for him. Doesn't take too much damage for his troubles there. Offnu backing away through the smoke as well. Zuzi on the rotate. Does take down Azza, who was holding drop, and it looks okay for him, but he's not going to be able to get much more done. Emag gets one. Trades across the board here, still favoring Renegades, given that they did get that opening frag courtesy of JKS. And now it's all Raz. 1v3, we'll be able to take down Kassad, but JKS closes it out pretty easily. 2 kills for him in the round. Renegades start off nicely.
Good pistol round from Renegades there, and ooh.
Well, Ofnu's got 130 ping.
Yeah, that's not as bad as it could be. So
Raz is the one that's really in a bit of a trouble spot.
Raz over in New Zealand, 207.
Well, Ofnu should be in New Zealand as well.
Yeah,
Zeusi's New Zealander.
I'm not sure, but that ping that's rough.
Yeah.
I can actually look see what Renegades are on, but otherwise it doesn't matter with Winterfox being that high up. It's really rough for them. This round going to be a force buy. 2 UMPs, 5-7, double scout for Raz and Emag. Apoc's going to find the first kill with a 5-7, though. He can grab himself a UMP, so with the head armor there, he's got himself a decent utility set or a decent weapon set in this round to play with. Emag does spot Kassad there, goes for the shot, gets the tag as well. Decent damage so far for Winterfox.
Yeah, they're not doing too badly here, but there's still quite a few players for Renegades fairly healthy. I mean, JKS with the AK, he's going to be really the linchpin here should things go a little bit awry for Renegades. And it does look like the B-bomb set will be the option of choice. Apoc gets a nice kill onto Azar, and he gets another one as well onto Ustillo. So the UMP that he picks up has worked out very, very nicely for him. And it's now down to JKS and Kassad to try and clutch this one out. JKS does get the shots onto Zuzi, and he actually takes down Apoc as well with a spray through the smoke. Overall, not too bad of a passage of play, but he does lose some HP for it. And Winterfox still, I think, firmly in the advantageous position here.
Let's try and clutch it out with the help of Kassad, who's moving closer to this smoke, looking to go through it, waiting for it to fade. If they can get rid of Ofnu, the advantage is there, and JKS going to tap out Emag. Kassad on the flank, drops Raz, and now it's Ofnu. Needs to finish this one up, tapping away, almost takes out JKS, but JKS instead gets himself a 4K to win the round. Great damage from Winterfox.
Well, that's exactly what JKS needs to do, right? If they're going to put the AK in his hands, he needs to be that player that, if the going gets tough, you know, if the chips are down, he's the one that gets in there and does the work. So Renegades, they're going to be happy with that from JKS. Obviously, they lost quite a lot of weapons there, so it's not amazing for them. And Winterfox actually, in reality, are going to be pretty pleased with how that one has turned out, taking a lot of guns away from Renegades. But it was close, and Winterfox, at that point, probably could have won that round. So chance goes begging for Winterfox. Apoc again getting some work done early on in the round, but trade's going over in the direction of Renegades at this point. So looking like it's a bit more of an easy anti-eco right now for Renegades. Winterfox, though, they do still have Emag here, but I don't think he's going to be able to deny that bomb plant.
No, not with only a USP. Moving out, looking for a kill, though. Spots out JKS, but Nifty on the flank will catch him out. Now it's just Apoc and Zuzi left. With the bomb down, Apoc does have a Mac 10, but the only real favorable engagement he has, not even favorable, but slightly winnable engagement he has is against the Mac 10 of Kassad. The UMPs and the rifle should outdamage him, but Nifty looks the wrong way, could get caught out. Apoc looking for the kill. Gets his head removed, though, and now Zuzi, $300 to his name. No armor, just a P250. Still manages to find the kill on Nifty. Can grab that UMP and fall back, but should be getting chased pretty soon.
Yeah, he is being chased. Kassad will get the kill. Looked like he might go down from... Oh, no, it was JKS. Thought Kassad was going to get it. But anyway...
JKS 8-0-0.
Yeah, he's having a good one so far. But they've mostly been eco frags. Can't really read into it too much. But we'll see how this one does go. This is the one for Winterfox where they start to show us what they've got.
Exactly. And the other thing you have to consider as well, regardless of the ping issue, regardless of the map history for these two teams and how they've both been going in Pro League, this is maybe not 10 players, but at least 7 who are very familiar with each other. All the Aussies playing locally before they all moved overseas. Very, very familiar. They would have scrimmed against each other, pugged against each other in different combinations with all of the other players in the scene. These guys, pretty familiar. Of course, Renegades bringing in a couple of overseas players that haven't been in the Australian scene, but all of the Australian players here have played together a lot, and Kassad going ham with the Mac 10 finds 2. JKS with a headshot as well. Ustillo closes out Imagine. Zuzi left on his own in a 1-on-5.
Yeah, you really don't want to be letting the Mac 10 run amok like that when you've got a full buy pretty much coming out for Winterfox. So that's a little disappointing for them to start off like that in the first gun round, but it is only the first gun round. It's not like it's the end of the world right now. Zuzi, the only one alive here, trying to get some damage across to Renegades. He'll flash himself out, but doesn't spot too much. Ustillo now is going to go down to Zuzi. So at least he's been able to do a bit of damage here. Azza will want to upgrade that UMP to either an AK or an M4. Is he going to be able to do that, though? Not sure if he's close enough to any weapons. Yeah, So that's a little unfortunate for Azza, but I mean, they've got the money here to play with anyway. Kassad, he goes for a Mac 10 again. So it looks like he's kind of just being...
he's the bank.
Yeah, he's the bank bot, really. But I don't know if that's really the greatest idea from Renegades. Like, I suppose it does mean that they're going to have enough money to drop over to some of the other players. Like, sure, if JKS is playing like this and you can drop AKs to him every round, then why not? But it does limit the effectiveness of one of those 5 players, right? So...
Well, if Kassad's can do that, doesn't really matter. JKS did just die for the first time. You're still here finding 2 with the Mac 10. Raz and Zusi left by themselves in a 2-on-4. Kassad is very, very low. That is a good grenade from Azza, though. Azza getting himself a kill. He'll be happy to be in the action because so far in this game, he hasn't got a kill. But, well, he did that round, but he was 0-2 before the start of that round. So it wasn't that he was playing badly and hadn't got a kill. It was just that, you know, we'd seen 5 rounds go by. He's died twice. He's just not seen anyone because JKS has killed them all. So,
yeah. So UMP
now.
heavy buy again here for Renegades, or he still does upgrade to an AK, but Kassad and Az are both with UMPs. And, like, I mean, last round, obviously, Kassad bought the NAC 10 because they were going to be going up against what they thought would be maybe an eco from Winterfox. But he's gone for the UMP this time. Honestly, he's been making good work out of those SMGs. He's sitting on 7 frags, and I think only 3 deaths at this point. So he's having a pretty decent time with it. And I guess if it's working, then might as well keep going for it. Can't really complain about it for the moment. And Renegades, again, Kassad opening things up. He's having a really good game.
Just running around with the SMGs. It's a pretty rough thing to deal with if you win a Fox, especially with the lag. Yeah. The last thing you want when you're, you know, a quarter of a second to a tenth of a second to a quarter of a second behind is someone jumping in your face with a gun that can kill you in half a second. It's not fun. No. And it's been very, very effective for Kassad so far. Nifty looks away. Just in the wrong time. It does get a pop flash out. Ofnu cannot push him. Kassad finding more kills. I'm pretty sure he is even on JKS in frags now, which is massive from him, if not slightly ahead. Zuzi takes out his Stilo with a nice shot there, but Nifty with the AWP locks down the angle. Ofnu coming into the back lane in a 1-on-3. Az is in his face. Az does fall. Had the Molotov out, but it tagged Ofnu even lower. And now with the Scout, 6 HP. We've seen clutches from Shroud in a similar situation on the exact same map in the same spot, but with the ping and everything else, I don't think Ofnu's got it in him.
We'll see. The bomb's been ticking away for quite a while, though, and I think that may be the real issue for him. He will be able to take down Kassad, but Nifty here, he's alive, and that bomb is going to go off in just a second. So Renegades will secure 6-0. Now, the question is Nifty going to survive here? Nice bunny hop peek. That was awesome.
That was excellent. Great movement there from Nifty.
Well, there you go.
Oh, man, that is unfortunate. What does that sign say?
I don't know. I don't speak Russian.
I was hoping you'd go for a pronunciation, but...
yeah.
Oh, well. This time doesn't look like there's any SMGs on the T side, though. Got some very, very bright neon skins there. Yeah, it's a full buy now for both teams. 4 rifles and an AWP on both sides of things. Raz with the AWP for the CTs and Nifty on the T side with his own. Had a decent game so far. Kassad, though, the real highlight for me on Renegades, stepping in very well as a substitute, but Zuzi takes out one, looking for a second, can't quite turn far enough to find Azza, and Azza straight on the push, actually going to get caught out there. That's the bomb down as well.
I gotta say, I think Winterfox is actually doing a bit better than I thought they would, given that they're playing from like 150 to 250 ping, you know? They seem to be fragging okay. It's just that Renegades are, generally speaking, outplaying them a little bit and still being able to get these rounds. So, it's not like this is completely a whitewash at this point, even though it is 6-0 for Renegades. Winterfox is still kind of in it.
Yeah, they've been doing really good damage. So if they can keep doing that, I mean, for Renegades, really, honestly, I think they could just go back to a very Mac 10 and UMP-centric buy and have it work out for them. Just if they can move quickly, get some pop flashes out, it's going to be very difficult for Winterfox to react, given the circumstances. But the gun round has worked out very, very well for Winterfox this time. Only lost 1 player and got 3 kills. So JKS and Nifty, new blood, with one of the veterans of the team having to try and clutch.
Gonna filter out
through the
ramp, and JKS gets a kill onto Emag with the molly. Nifty finds a kill onto Raz with the AWP, and all of a sudden we're back at 2-2, and probably, well, okay, that's a little bit of a unfortunate situation for Nifty there.
JKS can clutch these.
He definitely can clutch these. The flash comes out from him. He's going to jump back.
Ooh,
picks up the AWP. That's interesting.
He can hit this shot, though, onto APOC. He's making this possible. Last player up on high. Spots him out, but can't escape. Ofnu will get the clutch and the 3K. I thought he was going to die from the fall, but he stays alive. 3 kills for him. Great round out of Winterfox there, but credit where it's due. Renegades did very well to take that from a 2-on-4 back into a 1-on-1. However, Winterfox will get their first on the board.
Yeah. Around that, Winterfox do win, but they sacrifice a lot of guns for it. So they'll have to rebuy into this one. Renegades should have enough money regardless. And overall, even though Winterfox get that round, it's not going to be looking too much prettier for them, especially if they lose this one.
Yeah, they still have a full buyout, but their money's going to be a bit of an issue. They need to be very careful with how they play this, but they're getting aggressive. Zusi straight up into the halls. Azza looks the wrong way, expecting a flashbang, but still finds it. That's on just 14 HP, but a kill regardless. Early disadvantage for Winterfox.
JKS creeping out onto the A-bomb side as well. His teammates making their way predominantly over towards the B-bomb side, so JKS here could get some work done. He's playing very, very sneaky, and Raz looking in the wrong direction. Easy kill for JKS. He turns around and finds APOC as well.
Nice taps.
Great lurk out onto the A-bomb side. He gets a third too. E-Man going down. And Winterfox, all of a sudden, they've just been destroyed by JKS.
It's all the JKS show. That was a perfectly timed lurk. Very well executed, finds 3 headshots. He's looking for his 4th here. Often he's caught the wrong way. JKS 4 in the round. Don't know how many kills he has right now, but it's got to be a lot. I have to have a look at the scoreboard. 15 and 3. Kassad behind him on 10 and 6. Those two having a good game.
Yeah, definitely. Can't complain about that one for JKS. I mean, every time someone talks, who's your favorite Australian player? I think it's a lot of people say JKS, and there's a reason why. Is because he's very consistent, generally speaking, in having good games. Like, sometimes he will have games where he's not really that effective, but when he's having a decent game, it's generally speaking a very good game, in fact, actually. So, and he's also very exciting to play to watch. The clutch round situations, the movement that he's capable of. It is just something that you don't get from, I think, a lot of Australian players.
Yeah, you're not wrong there, but Kassad, you have to be pretty careful here. He does have EMAG. Do it. I was waiting for the chance knife, but he's going to get caught out instead. Only a Mac 10, though, available for EMAG in that situation. JKS, though, gets destroyed by the Deagle of Zusi. Nice shot there. The hero of last round tapped out of this one. Nifty does find a quick shot onto Imagine. Almost hits that one through the smoke. APOC escapes. It's actually called APOC and not Moku today. Appears to change on a whim. Nifty, very nice shot there to stay alive, avoiding the Deagle spam. Nifty on 4 kills for the round. If he can find Zusi, it's the ace and he'll get it. The new boy coming in, cleans up all of Winterfox by himself.
Yeah, nice work from him. And so Renegades can't afford to buy again here. Kassad back on the Mac 10. They know that Winterfox will be on the Eco once more. And again, it is just starting to really get a bit more difficult now for Winterfox. Like 0 and 6. Lag. Blame lag.
Yeah, I mean, I swing my knife around when I'm going out of spawn too, so that one.
That's a big one though as well.
That's a huge amount of damage. How does that happen? I suppose it was a backstab actually, but now it's just everyone doing damage again. EMAG finds himself 1. Kassad having a field day with these SMGs. Having a very, very good time. Up there with JKS fragging hard. Nifty will have joined them though with the help of that ace, but Raz and Zusi on just the pistols. This is not really an easy one for them. Azza actually finds the kill there. It's going to be Nifty, but not to find the angle. Kassad already on the flank. Should be coming in through connector very shortly. Find out where Zusi's playing from. Zusi will be able to hear this coming. Should be able to hear it now. There we go. But Kassad straight in with the headshot. 3K for him in the round. He's having a very good time.
Yeah, really is actually. 13. Nifty's on 12 as well. I mean, across the board, things are a really good time for Renegades right now. Like, it's hard to look bad when you're up 9 and 1, I suppose.
It's a fair point. Yeah, no, I can't think of any way.
I suppose Azza's 4 and 5, which is not that impressive.
But he's also not died that much.
Yeah.
I mean, we're 11 rounds in, he's died 5 times. A lot of the time, sure, he's lost a few engagements, but a lot of the time he's just not been anywhere near where the action's going on, and now he is. He entries straight down ladder, grabs himself a headshot on APOC. Azza's back in the game.
Kassad just watching the Ivy line, making sure no one from Winterfox can push out there. But yeah, again, Renegades coming out with the advantage early on in the round. Azza pushing his way up on the A-bomb site. May catch off Raz here, and he will do just that. Raz did get the kill on a Nifty before that. Kassad pushing down. Not going to work out too nicely for him. In the meanwhile, though, Azza, just after we've been talking about his lack of frags so far, he's managed to come out there with a couple. JKS finding 1 onto EMAG to put it into a 2v1. Again, a favorable situation for Renegades. They need to retrieve the bomb, though. It's sitting in T-spawn. Minute left, though. No real big deal for Renegades at this point.
Not really too much of an issue for them. Got to find out where Zuzi is playing from. Yustilo is behind in the shoulder. Should be spotted out, but the spray is off target for Zuzi. Yustilo will take him out and put Renegades at 10-1. I was just about to say, I really think Kassad should just go back to the SMGs here, as he's had all of that success with them. The rifles haven't worked out so well, and even with $10,000, he's just bought himself a MAC-10. And why not? It's been the main thing he's had a bunch of success with. This time, though, Winterfox, if you can't kill him with your guns, kill him with nades. They've got 4 high explosive grenades they're going to be pegging over at the Renegades players, trying to stop them if they get aggressive. Looks like the 8 stack will be going 2 over to A main. There we go. Actually, no, I think that was all 4 there. Doesn't really do that much damage, though. Just Nifty tag low, and now Zuzi, in a world of trouble, is about to have a lot of players in his face.
Yeah, not going to be getting the shots onto Azza, yeah. Didn't look too great for him. Zuzi does go down. Azza finds another one onto Offnu before being traded out by APOC, but he's done his job there, gets the entries. You still are now finding 1-2. And it is just going to be another round here for Renegades, as we'd have expected. They are having a relatively easy time in this matchup. I mean, all the things really not working in the favor of Winterfox for this one, and Renegades, of course, taking advantage of that.
Yeah, Renegades, they don't even need to do anything different here. They just need to say, all right, Kassad, you just keep running and getting MAC-10 kills. JKS, you keep doing that and hitting headshots, and the rest of us will just try and set up for you. Nifty's doing well with the AWP as well. I mean, he's not really entering with it too much, but he's doing well once they get into these situations or towards the bomb sites. Not even in post plans, but once they actually make the entry, he does well to just pick the correct angle, hold himself to it. APOC with a Havoc sticker on his M4. That's a name I haven't heard in a little while. Look at those pings as well. It's fitting, actually. The pings are almost... If Zuzi and EMAG swap places, it would be low ping to high ping to lowest.
Jake, like,
from bottom to top.
All the Renegades guys have like 70 ping, so I don't think they're playing on like a server that's really favorable for Renegades here.
Yeah,
like,
it's got to be on the others. Maybe they picked the one that's closest to Winterfox, given how bad their ping was going to be.
I reckon that probably is the case. But obviously, it's still going to be slightly favorable for Renegades. So, I mean, it's much of a muchness, really. It's never going to be great for Winterfox, but the best that they can get, I suppose, is what they have to go for here. JKS opening up onto Raz. Nifty, I think, just as the smoke bloomed, taking that kill onto Zuzi. And again, player advantage right now for Renegades, but still no bomb planted just yet. And APOC coming around from behind. He will be spotted out by Kassad. Won't work out too nicely for Kassad, but it will for Nifty, as he does get the trade out. Renegades here, 2v1 once more. They haven't lost a 2v1 in a long time.
Appropriate too, that it is the 2 fraggers, well, the 2 power fraggers, I guess, for Renegades left alive in JKS and Nifty. Kassad, of course, has been having a great game, but of course, a lot of that hasn't been eco frags, but it has been jumping in the face of lagging players with a MAC-10. So, not to take anything away from them, though, definitely playing well. JKS 20-5, Nifty 15-4, Kassad 13-9. I'm really impressed with Nifty so far, though. Admittedly, it is against a lagging Winterfox side, but he's playing really well.
Yeah, he definitely is. It seems as though he's slipping into this roster quite nicely for Renegades. I suppose we're going to have to see how he does go in the coming weeks as well against some of the higher tier competition and against players that aren't playing on 200 ping. But, you know, it's a good early signs for Renegades, which is a start. Hazza gets taken down by Offnu just without his gun.
There's been a lot of that.
Trained on the angle, so maybe a bit of a misplay from him there. But overall, Renegades do manage to bring it back to a 3v3, and it's still not looking too bad for them. They need to get the bomb down here, though. And if Raz can take Yustilo, then perhaps there's a chance that Winterfox can get around here.
Yustilo is playing with his ladder, though. Doesn't want to give himself away to a good angle, and, well, Kassad's going to do the job for him. I think he got surprised by Yustilo being that close to the bomb site with the low HP. He couldn't get it done, but now Nifty in the 1-on-3 throws the Molotov out very, very early. Looking for an angle. They know where he is. The flash is not good enough, though. There's another one there that he can't spot out, and they come straight up in his face. Nifty aiming the wrong way. Another round for Winterfox. They will be able to save the AWP. EMAG can upgrade to the AK-47. Guns come back. 2-12. It's not great, but as long as Winterfox can get any rounds, really, they'll be happy.
I don't know if they'll be happy.
Oh, yeah, but, I mean, the other thing is as well, I might have to message one of the players later and ask, but I'm curious as to why they decided to play these games. Because they voluntarily chose to play on this ping. Because initially, of course, if they're not in North America, it's very difficult to play North American games on North American servers. So it's the Winterfox guys' choice, is my understanding, to play this game. So, I mean, I can't imagine they would have expected too much from it coming in. Maybe a few more rounds than this, but...
Oh, well, look, I mean, it is what it is.
EMAG, though. So close to Nifty. We'll catch him out. 3 kills very quickly for Winterfox. That's a much better round.
They pushed every single part of the map there, really. Like 2 out B, 1 out IV. Obviously, I guess they didn't spot out in A main. But they still go for a little bit more of an aggressive kind of a strategy than what we've been seeing from Winterfox so far on the CT side. Clearly, it catches Renegades off guard there. And it should result in a 3rd round here for Winterfox, which is, I mean, it's not a great CT side, but I suppose there's a round or 2 to play with there. But what more could you really have expected here for Winterfox? Obviously, Renegades were coming into it with a massive advantage. I mean, they looked like the better side in general. The maps were favorable here for Renegades. They didn't have the ping issues so much as Winterfox does. So overall, I mean, I'm not hugely surprised to see a 12-3 coming out there for Renegades, and I think they should be able to close this one out pretty easily.
Yeah, they should be able to pick up this pistol without too much issue. The only real advantage that Winterfox have going for them right now is they're on the T side with high ping, so if they can move fast, start jumping around corners and stuff, it could potentially be difficult, but for the Renegades to hit them. But from what I've seen so far, it doesn't really look like Winterfox are really rubber banding too much. It looks like they're not having connection issues where they're slowing up, speeding down, and ending up teleporting around. It's just they're constantly behind.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll see whether or not Winterfox is going to be able to do anything better here in the second half. I suspect it's going to be a little difficult. They need to win the pistol round, but maybe not going to be so easy for them. Renegades have looked good, and they've looked good on train in general against a lot of opponents. So I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe like 16-5 is probably the best here that we can really hope for from Winterfox.
Yeah, I was going to say exactly the same, 16-5. Because even if they win the first 2 rounds, I can't imagine Renegades will completely fail to at least get the bomb down in the pistol, which means they can then get AKs out in the 3rd. The buy round should be good for them. 16-5 is, probably the best that Winterfox can get. But they could do better than that. We don't know. We'll have to see. It's really difficult to predict a matchup like this. And even if these 2 teams were playing domestically or, everyone on the similar sort of ping, these players all know each other so well that even though, their results in Pro League are so different, it could be, completely different. But this time, though, there's the first kill going the way of Azza. Emag drops down and takes it out of the ladder, though. Nifty playing the long ranges, looking for the shots. The smoke just blocking him off, but he finds himself 1 kill tapping away and 2.
Yeah, might find a 3rd here as well. Runs out of bullets. Raz dancing around E-Box. He's going to be able to take down Nifty, but still goes down. And there we go, Renegades picking up the pistol round. So good start to the second half for them. Winterfox should probably go pistol armor into this one, I imagine. Given they did not get the bomb down, now he's going to be the case. APOC at least investing, and there we go. The rest of the team going to be chiming in with some guns of their own. But overall, it's obviously a more favorable buy right now for Renegades. At least some head armor for Winterfox, but a couple of them don't even have head armor. So these UMPs are going to be quite effective against some of those Winterfox players.
They absolutely are. Winterfox in a very difficult spot here. Raz has already been tagged down low. We're still peeking out towards the outside lane. Will take down Zuzi there. It's such a difficult thing. Well, often he removes Azza there. I actually thought camera transition caught me out. I thought Raz somehow died to his teammate, but Nifty pushing close to the blue train, going up on top actually, looking to play around this angle. Raz, if he looks the wrong way, will be pretty easily caught out. You still areas here, cross-firing with him. There we go. Nifty takes down Raz, playing close here, looking for Offnu as well. Easy headshot, bomb down. Not a headshot, but still. Bomb down. APOC and Emag, both in the bottom of ladder. He still just sprays a little bit off. Oh my goodness, he's spraying at both of them. There's one more there. He doesn't know it though. Pulls out the pistol. He's going for the knife kill. He's going for it. They're all going for it. JKS runs in and takes it. APOC with no ammo and no hope. Extra bit of money for JKS. He should go to a rifle. Nope. This is the buy we were expecting before the game. Full SMGs and a shotgun.
Yeah, they didn't really need it. Everything seems to be going along quite peachy right now for Renegades. So, Winterfox, this should be a pretty much another pretty bad buy from them, really. Like, it's pistols and armor, and I suppose they've got a scout, but, like, obviously leaving a lot to be desired here.
Yeah, a lot. And, well, Azza does get caught out, so the Mag 7 going to do him no good, but the UMP is now starting to chime in. He still only finds the 1 kill, though. JKS high flash over, comes through connector right now, flashing himself out. Really wants to go for this. Lots of utility usage, and now going for the pre-fire. JKS with the spray. Finds a headshot on Raz. UMP spray, man.
Yeah,
it's... Many people can control that. The Mag 7 not playing in drop, though, which means Kassad gets down there, removes Emag. Nifty finds APOC and Zuzi in the 1-on-3. Kassad is low if he can find this one deagle board that's going to be needed, but he's being pushed from all angles. He'll get crossfired in, removed. 3 UMPs stay alive, lots of money.
At least Winterfox got the bomb down there, so they'll be able to invest a little bit more next round. But it should not be a full buy, I don't think, here from Winterfox. Yeah, they'll get 1 AK maybe, 2 AKs, okay. So it's looking a bit better, but it's still not great. And it could be 16-3 here. Renegades picking up the pistol round in the second half have really just shut this out.
24-7 for JKS, 21-7 for Nifty. Both of them stepping up.
Yeah.
Playing very, very well. And again, like we've said multiple times, I don't want to give too much credit to this sort of a matchup in these conditions, but I do hope that Nifty, as you know, a biased Australian fanboy, I do hope that Nifty integrates well in this Renegades roster. As this is the first time they've not had a full Australian roster. This round, though, not going so well for Renegades. They've lost a lot of players. Kassad's in a 1-on-3. Only 2 players traded out for 4. He's already being shot at from multiple angles. Tapping away, can't find it, so Winterfox will stay alive with the buy. They lose 1 AK, but keep 3 rifles up.
Yeah, the situation won't get any easier, though, for Winterfox here. It actually will probably get harder for them, given that Renegades are going to be able to afford a full buy into this round. It looks like Kassad's gone for an SMG. But aside from that, JKS here... Okay, I was going to say should have a rifle, but no, apparently not.
Well, all right.
What's he doing?
Nope.
There we go. Double up.
Where'd that MP9 come from, then? Was that a misbuy?
No, Kassad dropped it.
Ah, and
I don't know
JKS
why.
was like, nah, dude, I don't need this, all right? Look, I've got an AWP. I'm going to be great. Kassad getting saved by a Nifty there. APOC does take down Azza, who got a little bit too aggressive for his own good. Kassad spots out 1 player, gets away his position with the shotgun, but Nifty's ready for this peek. Takes down EMAG. Double AWP still out here. JKS now showing us why, as the AWP has found himself 1. Both of the players are pushing him, but all of the Renegades are here. Nifty AWP down Zusi. APOC 15 HP. This is done.
Yep, it is done and dusted. 16-4 the result. Renegades picking up the first map on Train pretty easily. I can't say I think that things are going to be too different there on Cobblestone in the second map.
Yeah, not really. It should be just some more of the same, and it's unfortunate for Winterfox, but they can't really put too much emphasis on this loss. I mean,
no.
Given the circumstances, this was never a situation they had an advantage in. So they played the games at least. That's you can't really say too much more than that. But they were here. They played.
I mean, there's some credit to be given for even turning up to a game like this. You know, it's not something that a lot of teams I think might have done. But Winterfox obviously they wanted to play it out, and so fair enough for that. Obviously hasn't worked out too well for them. Clearly 16-4 the result. Renegades will be happy with that. Boost them up a little bit higher on the standing, boost their round win-loss a little bit as well. And, well, we see how it goes on Cobblestone as well, but I don't think that that's going to be necessarily an easy time again here for Winterfox. Admittedly, we've seen them play it a lot more than they have Train, but the results that they've been getting on Cobblestone have not been that amazing. Renegades, on the other hand, have looked pretty good on Train, on Cobblestone as well, I suppose. Let's have a look and see how that goes after the break, though.
Start your esports career now at play.eslgaming.com.
Get your team apparel now at shop.eslgaming.com.
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Logitech G, Pay Safeguard, Legion by Lenovo, Mountain Dew League, and ESEA.
Welcome back to the ESL Pro League North America Matchday number 21. At the moment, halfway between Renegades and Winterfox. And Renegades definitely having the better of it. 16-4 the result on Train, the first map. Moving over to Cobblestone, I definitely think that they're going to have the advantage on this one too.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the Winterfox lineup, they haven't played Train apart from today since last year, but we do actually have matchup history for them on Cobble, and it's not great. Yeah, we've got it color-coded with red for a win and green for a loss, and there's
I think that's
one
the
bar
way
of green. It's the other way around.
Green for a win and red
what
for
did
a
I
loss.
say?
You said red for a win.
Well, if we did, I mean, it'd look better.
It'd look good, but it's not the case for.
Yeah, so there's a lot of red.
Winterfox.
There's a lot of losses. Is what I'm trying to say. They're 1-8.
All right.
Wins on Cobble.
Well, having a look over on the schedule, see how things have gone throughout today. Inferno still going on between Immortals and CLG. Looks like Immortals have got the better of it at the moment, but doesn't necessarily mean they're going to win the map out. And Renegades, as we said, 16-4 over Winterfox on Train. Now moving on to Cobblestone. Admittedly, Winterfox, they did take Luminosity down on Cobblestone. It was 19-17, which is their only win in recent times on this map. But a decent win. I mean, Luminosity is not a terrible team at all by any stretch. But in saying that, they have lost it to teams like Splice, Selfless, you know, teams which we would expect to... Well, obviously, I don't think we would necessarily expect Winterfox to beat, but you'd be thinking that they would have some decent results against them. Both of those times, they lost 16-2, if I'm reading correctly. So...
And the last time they played Renegades on this map, that was for ECS. It was a 16-8, and that was when both teams were on equal footing in terms of ping. So I can only assume it's going to be a similar result to what we had in the first map.
Yeah, definitely. Things have looked a lot better for Renegades in the past on this map as well. They've taken an RG with a win, Selfless with a win, Liquid and Misfits they've beaten as well, but they did lose to Splice. Still, overall, I think that's a fairly decent sort of resume of wins, I think, for Renegades.
Yeah, I mean, we got the last 9 matchups on both Train and Cobble for both these teams for a bit of context. And, well, on Cobblestone, Winterfox are 1-8 on a combination of Train and Cobble. Renegades 7-2, so it's much better for Renegades.
It kind of speaks for itself, really.
It does.
And I think the first match as well does speak for itself too. I mean, Renegades, they had a much better time there. It looked like everyone was kind of popping off a little bit. JKS got a pretty decent thing going from basically the start. Cassard was looking good early on in the piece when they were on the T side. Didn't do so much on the CT side, but that was kind of where Nifty started to step up as well. So I think really Renegades are going to be pretty happy with how things are trundling along. I mean, maybe Azza and Ustilo here can show up as well. Obviously, they didn't play poorly on Train, but they just weren't hitting the same heights that JKS and Nifty were. But regardless of the case, I do think that Renegades should be having a pretty good time in this one.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, what I think Renegades are going to do here is play it standard, except they're going to keep Cassard and Mac 10 and just pop flash him down, drop every round on the T side. Because why not? He's been so effective with SMGs, they're just going to send him somewhere where he can have great effect with that. And the easiest place to have great impact with an SMG is straight down drop if you're on the T side, which the Renegades are. There is some Julies out for EMAG, though. That's interesting.
It is interesting.
30 bullets in a dream.
More bullets, more chance to hit, I suppose, is the analogy. Who knows?
Yeah, I suppose you might be able to make it work. Going to be a little bit difficult, though, especially with the ping issues. But if he can just find himself in a good spot, spray away, could do okay. There's actually a lot of utility out for the T's. 2 Molotovs, 2 smokes. Raz peeks straight into him at long, does a tiny bit of damage to Nifty, but will have to fall straight back. The T's don't decide to push on that one, though. They're playing this cautiously. They want this first round, but they're going to play the correct way to get it. No ridiculous rushes.
Zuzi spotting the line now, will be forced off by a Molotov. Apok opens up with a kill onto Ustilo over on the B bomb site. So that's a good start for Winterfox, but doesn't necessarily mean that this round is going to be going in their direction. Renegades have come from behind before, and I do believe Winterfox started off with the initial kill in the first pistol round of Train, which they did end up losing as well. So
yeah, it was a 3-on-5 or something like that, I think.
Yeah.
Something along those lines, but here's the Julies, only finding themselves 1. Hope one of the T's picks those up. Nope. Raz tapping away. Lines up the angle. Nice work. They're taking out Nifty as well. JKS in the 1-on-4. Zuzi closes him out. Good pistol round there for Winterfox.
Yeah, only losing that one player, which was EMAG. He'll be a little disappointed to drop the Julies, but it doesn't matter. They're going to be investing in guns anyway. Renegades investing straight into this one. Of course, did not get the bomb down, so they can't afford to buy next round with AKs. So they go for the Tech 9s, the armor. Nifty saving just with a Glock so that he can get potentially an AWP later on in the piece. And for now, Renegades going to just be going away with the pistols. And JKS gets a nice flash out for him, and he's going to be able to take advantage of that as well. Really nice teamwork from Renegades.
Raz there with the MP9 trying to trade it out. Getting dinked, though, by a pre-firing Nifty. Will fall back and pick up the M4. So there was a gun there that Renegades could not retrieve, but Apox found one, off new with another. The UMP kills coming through. Money gained for Winterfox. JKS is in stables. Emag is distracted by the players in mid. And Nifty gets a kill with a Glock on Raz, but Emag moves back in. Now JKS on the A-bomb site. Unfortunately for him, has the site, but not a bomb to put on it. Has to wait for his teammate to join him. It's going to be Kassad coming over with that. A-long should be clear for him. He knows that much. JKS did come that way. Whether or not Kassad can get here without getting shut down is a very different story. Looks like Winterfox not really playing the cross right now, but often should have just spotted the bomb. Now he has.
Yeah, but the bomb should get planted easily now for Kassad that he has crossed JKS. We'll be watching the line. The Molotov comes across. Now he's going to restrict the movement of JKS in the end. Does take him down, and an Emag finds both the kills. One with the Molotov, one with the gun, but not too bad of a round from Winterfox. They lose only a couple of players. Renegades did invest in body armor, head armor, I think, as well as the Tech 9. So can't really complain about that one for Winterfox. They could be starting off a bit of a roll here, but how long is it going to last? When Renegades get the guns into their hands, I mean, the AKs, is that going to be time then for Renegades just to sweep things aside?
Very possibly, but this round is good for Winterfox. 3 SMGs, 2 M4s against just a pistol buy with no armor from Renegades. 3 Tech 9s, 2 P250s, a single flashbang on Nifty. Looks like it's going to be a pop flash down drop for all of his team to go busting down. There we go, the flash thrown from the back. Goes down drop, and here comes all the Renegades. Emag and off Newcourt completely off guard. Zusi trading things out from the window though. Gonna need to do more, but Apox here with the other M4. The rifle's cleaning up.
On the reload though, but does back out and he's safe for now. Nifty the only one left alive as Zusi cleans everything else up. 3 kills for Zusi, 2 for Apoc. Good B hold for Winterfox, but now the guns come out for Renegades. And this is the round that Winterfox may be a little bit more of a difficult time ahead for them.
Potentially. They've got to deal with the AWP of Nifty, the 4 AKs for everyone else. They've upgraded a bit. They've got 4 M4s of their own, 4 kits, bunch of utility. Raz on the MP9 might have a bit more of a difficult time, but he can find himself an aggressive position. Looks like he's going to tuck himself in a corner towards A-long and wait for someone to come his way. No one there just yet from Renegades. He still has fast out B-plat though. Should be able to catch out this boost from Apoc, who does try to pull out a grenade but gets shut down.
Still looked like he was going to get a second frag there, and actually in the end does. Offnu going down as well, so nice entries from Ustillo. They do lose Kassad on the entry, and also JKS. So overall, this has actually been fairly decently held by Winterfox. Held by Winterfox. Ustillo will go down as well. He was low HP. Easy kill for Zuzi.
How many times have people had grenades out in this game and been shot at?
Too many, I think, is the answer. Emag doing a good job now for Winterfox. And that looked so good for Renegades, and then all of a sudden things kind of just fell apart.
Yeah, they couldn't get the trades out. They did get Ustillo with the 2 entries and out towards the site, but he was isolated in Chicken Coop, and no one could get out there and help him, which meant that it was just that he's getting picked apart, really. Nifty now in a very difficult clutch. Spots out the first pick, but the information is there. Double pick comes in from Fountain, and Nifty misses the flick. Left alive for an uncomfortable amount of time there. It's a problem with the AWP. He almost had long enough to get the reload, but until that point, he just had to sit there and wait.
Yep.
The spray does come through. Winterfox up 4-0 to start us off on Cobble.
Yeah, doing good. Renegades with just a pistol by once more. Tech 9s coming out. They've been able to do damage while they've been with these pistols, and if they can continue to do that, it is only just a matter of time, I suppose, before they do eventually win a round and then potentially set Winterfox back onto an eco. So, actually, pistol armor really pretty much fully coming out for Renegades. Again, Nifty saving a bit more for the AWP. And he does start off
he's
nicely.
got an AWP now. Removes Raz with the P250. There's the AWP that Nifty wanted. Got it around earlier than expected, though. Still going to have to do a lot of work to be able to utilize that, as his teammates are at a thorough disadvantage against the M4s.
Oh, and Ustillo, he's not in a great position here. He's just going to burn alive, and he will survive the fire, but won't survive the bullets from Apoc. So 4v4. Nifty starting to peek out, though. Plat is the angle of choice, and it will work out nicely for him as he does pick up Offnu, but overall still the trade's going the way of Winterfox here. Renegades, they need to get 1 or 2 more frags here if they want to feel good about this round, and they do manage to do that. Kassad taking down Offnu, but the bomb is going to be dropped there by Zuzi, and it's just down to Nifty once more. 1v2 this time, and he does have an AWP, so it's doable. But of course, it's a very difficult situation for him. Hits the first shot, and he knows where the second is. Zusi now needs to clutch this one out. The pop flash comes out. Nifty avoids it, but not able to land the no-scope. And Zusi does take the win, but a very expensive round for Winterfox. Renegades, they'll be pretty pleased with how that's turned out. It does force Winterfox to completely reinvest here. Zuzi, have they dropped a gun already for
Yeah, there's an AWP down.
Yeah, okay, so I don't think Winterfox gets a bye here next round if they do lose this one. Oh, they can, I suppose, but it's just going to be quite a lot of UMPs coming out, which is obviously something that we do see fairly often these days. But Winterfox off to a 5-0 lead. Definitely not what I would have expected coming into this.
No, not at all, especially given their history on this map. But Winterfox right now is saying, history be damned, ping be damned. We want to take it to the Renegades. They've started off the right way, but we've had 5 rounds done, or potentially 30. Only a sixth of the way through the match. A lot more rounds yet to go, and as much as I like Winterfox, I can imagine it's only a matter of time before Renegades get on the winning ways and the double peak into drop is there. Imagine loses his life. It's going to be difficult now with the complete pinch coming in. Azra and Yastillo both finding kills. Offnu and Raz left alone. And it's really only Offnu who has any relevance right now. He's the only one on the B side. He gets destroyed by a quick peek from Yastillo. 3k on the entry for him. Raz over at long, saving Nifty's orb.
Not great there for Winterfox in that round, but still. 5-1. It could definitely be worse than it is. JKS should take down Raz here, especially considering Raz misses that shot. And it means that the AWP will not be saved through for Winterfox. A little unfortunate, but as expected, their money is not going to be looking too great in this round. So Zuzi could afford a rifle or even an AWP if he wants to drop one. Or just use one himself, I suppose, by the looks of things. And there we go. So the force comes out. UMPs across the board. Raz with a M4 and no head armor. Offnu with a UMP and no armor at all. So it's not a good buy at all for Winterfox. But they've gone for it anyway. Let's see if Renegades can tear this one apart or if maybe they fall apart themselves.
Zuzi with the AWP this time. Looking for Kassad. He's going to peek straight into him, but Zuzi misses the flick. All the guns are down now. Back to the UMPs for Imagine, APOC, and Offnu. I'm not sure why I decided to say his full name there and not every other time, but Kassad gets out, finds the wallbang through the box, doing well on the entry frag, channeling his best Justillo with the flick onto Offnu. Imagine left all alone in a 1-on-5.
Yep, not good for Emag, and Justillo will take him down. So basically a perfect anti-eco, anti-force buy really from Renegades, and this one is going to be the eco for Winterfox. Renegades should have a pretty easy time here. Of course, they didn't lose any weapons, so don't have to really invest all that much into this round. Filtering out now from T-Spawn.
3 towards B, 2 towards A. Nice wide angle so we can see him do it as well. Potentially something a little bit slower for Renegades. They do have the bomb over to B. No, they're going quick with it. They just wanted to pick mid. Nifty's already wallbanged out. Zuzi, Raz, looking at his teammate's body, feeling a bit bad. It's Kassad on the entry, fragging again. Only one for him this time, though, and Justillo is also low, but often not able to hit that shot. As are now coming through drop, able to support. Pistols left by themselves. As are now going to come out and try and clean up. Takes out Imagine nice and easily. Raz and Connector. No gun, no nothing. Just a P250, and Az is going to be there with the headshot. So another clean round from Renegades. Only losing the one player. Yep. The money's still not really there for Winterfox.
3 on the trot for Renegades, and the money may not quite be there for Winterfox, but it is enough to afford a buy into this. Raz could go for an M4, but in the end he does decide to go for a Mag 7. Still only getting the body armor, no head armor for him, investing in a few more utilities. So the buy overall, it actually doesn't look too bad right now for Winterfox. If Raz is playing close with that Mag 7, he's playing over towards A long, which is fair enough.
Always been every round.
Can make it work. Yeah, it's just that now the Winterfox have used pretty much all of their utilities. I mean, they've got smoke still, but just I don't know if they're going to be able to hold Renegades out here in this round.
Raz has been towards A pretty much every time, and it's been shut down pretty much every time. So Justillo fires a lot of bullets, still gets the kill though. Offnu does capitalize back on that. Azza falls as well. Good hold from Offnu and drop. Lots of damage done. APOC on this peak. Spots out Kassad. That lands a dink with the first bullet. So much damage. His teammates coming in to try and support him, forcing APOC back. A 3-on-3 though. HP pretty even between the two sides. APOC still looking for this one though. Gets molted out by a teammate a little bit. Decides not to spray through the smoke at the right moment. Flashbang from Kassad as a parting gift as they leave the B side.
Was looking a bit better for Renegades, and then Offnu got that double kill from drop. So now Renegades again just have to be a little bit cautious in this round, rotating back over to the A bomb site. They have been hitting B quite a lot and playing a little bit slower this time than they had been as well. I mean, they've been very, very decisive and quick into the bomb sites in their 3-round wins. But now they're back on kind of the back foot. Good news is, I suppose, that Winterfox obviously quite split across the map. They don't have that many players left alive, and Renegades, when they do enter this A-bomb site, it should technically be a 1v3.
Not an easy spot. But again, this whole thing hasn't been so easy for Winterfox, so despite a good start, Zeusy, though, he's going to take down Nifty, finding himself the right angle, jumping up on top, looking for more. 6 seconds left. The bomb needs to go down. JKS needs this kill. Does he even have time to plant the bomb?
I think
it might just get down.
Yeah.
It was close. APOC left in the 1-on-2 with Kassad. A perfectly timed push through the door. Take out off new. APOC does have a bit of an unexpected position through stables. JKS will check it, but finds a headshot. Kassad, 9 HP, 1-on-1. No idea where he's playing from, but APOC is taking this defuse. Kassad has to move. He's coming through from behind, then he will come through with the spray. Has an AK, which he will keep. APOC there. He had a kit and he had time. I feel like he could have spent a few seconds actually looking for that player, but given where the bomb was planted for, he knew there was no easy sightline on it that he hadn't already cleared. So, I mean, Kassad did have to jump up there.
It's going to result in another round here for Winterfox that should be an eco. Renegades investing in, I believe, just the single Mac 10 here on Azza. Nifty as well has got a UMP. But Winterfox don't have that much to write home about. A few smokes, a couple of HE nades, some deagles. Renegade's going to be quick down drop here, though. And Azza gets an easy entry onto EMAG, finds another one to Zusi. But Offnu at least able to trade one back here with the deagle. Nice shot from him. Still, is it going to be enough, really, for Winterfox? Offnu able to retrieve that AK, but not making too much use of it, as he does get taken down by Azza.
Now APOC looking for a 1D, gets pre-fired in the head by the Glock of Azza. Fair enough, you know they don't have head armor and you can't run with it. You can't run and shoot accurately with an AK. Might as well pull out your dinky little pistol. And it works out for him. The double AWP now out for Winterfox as Renegades equalize the scoreline 5-5. They've done well. They did well to get themselves the first 5 rounds, but Renegades are on a bit of a roll at the moment.
Yeah. It's not been as one-sided, though, as trained. Like, even the rounds here that Winterfox are losing, they've been, generally speaking, make it fairly close. Nifty opens up onto Raz. One of the AWPs down already here for Winterfox. They have decided to go for the double AWP and change things up a little bit. Hasn't necessarily worked out so well for them just yet, but Zusi has taken JKS off the map, and so it brings it back to a 4 versus 4. APOC as well, picking up Kassad over on the B side. All the kills going the way of Winterfox this time.
Nifty left in a 1-on-4. He got an all pace last map, so need to find another one here. Not spotted out the movement. I believe that's Zusi in there, so Nifty has an idea that players could be pretty much everywhere, but he's still got to check all these angles. The only thing on his side really is time. Did he spot the foot there? Zusi definitely spotted him, but not going to find the shot. Nifty with a quick headshot with the P250. There is no head armor on these CTs, so that can work pretty much every engagement for him, but still needs to go retrieve the bomb. There's players waiting just about everywhere for him. EMAG the only one actually directly on this. The smoke is good, but we'll imagine push through it. Nifty doing well to clear himself out, make sure he's safe to actually get that bomb as soon as to go through this smoke. Tries to flash through it. Imagine long spray, finds him with the first or second bullet in the head. There was an attempt there from Nifty, and it was a good one, but he can't get the bomb.
Hello. That's new.
That's smooth.
It is smooth.
Also
that chicken's
smooth.
still running into the wall.
Yeah, it's Michael Jacksoning. It's all good. Just moonwalking. Except, not really. It's just running into a wall, isn't it? Oh, well. Either way. Whew.
Look at that timing.
That's nice.
All right, so Renegades with the bye once more. They've won a lot of rounds in a row. They've had fairly decent rounds too. So they should have a decent amount of money here in the bank. And, of course, they use that to invest in some weaponry.
That sort of angle is not one you'd see Winterfox using today, as they can't hit it on that ping. But instead, they're using utility well, and that's I like their setup here. What they can't really make up for in aim when they are lagging, they're using really good utility. That was very, very close. But Nifty tagged down to just 12 HP from the Molotovs. I like this from Winterfox. What damage they can't do with guns, even though they've been very, very effective this map, they're doing it with utility.
Yeah, need to continue that throughout the rest of this map here. Renegades still, I suppose, struggling a little bit right now. 5 on the T side. It's not like it's a terrible T side for them, but they would have wanted more given the circumstances that Winterfox is playing under. EMAG just lurking outside, drop, making sure no one can come out of there, but the flashes are going to come from Renegades, and EMAG, well, that's going to allow APOC to go down. Still though, Zusi gets the trades, and Offnu with a chance here to get 2, but won't get 1. Kassad takes him down.
You now get a very nice spot. Does not take down Yustillo. Yustillo hits the 180 shot. Kassad falls to Zusi though. Zusi looking to do more with this one. He's already got himself 3 kills in the round. The bomb is down. Raz headshot onto Yustillo. JKS in the 1-on-2. Peek straight out of drop into Zusi. 4 kills for Zusi in that round. Winterfox looking really good.
Yeah, JKS did have to move quite quickly there because he only had 20 seconds to retrieve the bomb and get the plant. So he went for something quick and clearly did not work out for him. Raz was watching the angle. Results in a round again for Winterfox here, but still their money is not great. And Renegades, you feel as though if they win this round, they can get another one off the back of that as well. But it's still not been a bad first half, that's for sure, from Winterfox right now. We'll see whether they're going to be able to close it out with a pretty decent scoreline or if Renegades are going to come charging back into it at the late stages. Kassad looks like he wants to go quick out onto the B-bomb side and does indeed just that. But still not working out so far. Renegades only getting that first pick. He's still getting Offnu. As I boosted up on the tree, this is such a good position, dancing above the smokes. Will be taken down as he drops off, and APOC, Emag, and Raz finding a kill apiece. Brings it back to player advantage now for Winterfox.
Yeah, Renegades are really not looking so good at this one. I don't know what's really going on for them, but they just can't manage to find these kills. Nifty again in a clutch situation. Spots out Raz, finds the headshot, knows where APOC was playing from. This one very, very doable. APOC drops the smoke to give himself a chance to move, but Nifty's read this well. Should be coming into the side of APOC here. Here we go. Gets the headshot. 1-on-3 for Nifty. Finally another round for Renegades and a clutch that they're going to win, but still massive damage being done by Winterfox. This is a polar contrast to the last map.
Yeah, but even then, like, it's Renegades on the T side. They already have a massive amount of cash stacked up, and so the damage that is being done by Winterfox is almost obsolete at this point because Renegades are just going to continue to buy and buy and buy and buy. And Winterfox, they're the ones themselves that are kind of struggling for cash. And back on the eco here, or not really the eco, I suppose. It's the sort of the force buy, really, from Winterfox, and hasn't worked out. JKS opens up onto Raz. Here's another round that Renegades can have a good chance in. APOC goes down as well after only hitting a single shot with that Deagle, and Renegades making that B bomb site look like their own.
Nice flick there from Raz, though, to bring one back at least. So, AK Lorpolite and... Alright, Emag finds the headshot onto Yustillo. That was nice. Brings it back into a 2-on-2. Zusi, though, is so far away from being able to help Imagine right now. He has to do this himself, and he's going to spot out Kassad. Renegades, they're being shut down by one player on the bomb site. It's now JKS in a clutch situation. Zusi will be coming over to join his teammate as well. Minute left to play with, and JKS has the bomb, so he can rotate freely as he likes. He can fake, he can do whatever. The entire playbook is open to him right now, but he still has to try and find a 1-on-2. He's going to recommit to B as well.
Oh, not quite landing the shots there on Zusi. He can put the bomb down.
JKS!
What is that? That spray down. I think that might have been just Winterfox. Like, you know, like if they had have had decent ping, right, they probably would have been able to snap across and get that shot.
He was on 2 HP. He needed 1 bullet, but that is the JKS of old. It's one we used to see back in the Renegades heyday when they first moved to America and were doing really well. Good to see he's getting back into that form, of course. Actually, no, that's the JKS from before they moved. That's the JKS that we saw on Vox Eminor at Katowice in 2015, I think.
Yeah.
That was the first big event. That was the breakout event, really, for, at the time, the Vox Eminor lineup. But the double entry from JKS, he's warmed up now. He's hit the clutch. Now he's going to eat Winterfox for breakfast.
Yeah, apparently.
Or, what time is it in America? Dinner.
It's dinner, yeah. A bit of lunch for us now, anyway.
Yeah,
it's kind of like lunchtime.
It's getting to lunchtime.
Yeah, close to it. Renegades, though, not going to be thinking about lunch right now. They're going to be thinking about number 8, which is something that they could get. Nifty JKS and Yustillo, 3 of them, up against 2 of Winterfox. But Winterfox have still been doing a pretty decent job on this CT side, making life quite difficult for Renegades. Now, admittedly, this round is an incredibly difficult one. The bomb going down early for Renegades. They've got good post plans. Emag does get spotted out by Nifty, and Yustillo goes down to APOC, but that gives away APOC's position, and Renegades know exactly where he's coming from. He has to work fast.
He has no idea of where Nifty is. We'll be able to find him out on this flank, but Nifty's fallen back and chosen the correct angle on the far side of the balcony so he can drop down. That's going to be the half, 8-7. Renegades do come away with the lead, but it was close.
Yeah, good first half, I think, from Winterfox, really, in the grand scheme of things. Now, are they going to be able to follow it up in the second half? It does remain to be seen. Pistol round maybe not so important in this one as it was in Train. But last time was it when Winterfox and Renegades played each other 16-8 in the favor of Renegades. So we're kind of sitting around that kind of a scoreline. Maybe Renegades just feeling maybe not quite there on the T side, CT side. Who knows what's going to come out?
Yeah, CT side, they could just run away with it. I mean, I'd personally like to see the double AWP out again. And interestingly enough, the last time we saw it, it was on Nifty and JKS.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, Nifty, sure, fair enough. JKS, I guess he's such a versatile player, he can do whatever, because they've had a couple of dedicated AWPers, Renegades. They had Ricky for a while, they had Yam for a while before that. They've lost both of the players who could AWP, have now brought in Nifty. So I don't mind the second AWP on JKS. If he's hitting his shots, then why not?
Yeah, I mean, he to me has never felt like a player where you'd really want to put an AWP on. Like, not that he's a bad AWPer, but more so the fact that, like, his playstyle is not really, like, great for an AWP, right? You know, he plays those late round situations with the rifle so well. He opens up bomb sites with the rifle so well. I just think, you know, it would feel to me like almost a bit of a waste putting him on the AWP when you can have him on a rifle, you know? And there's certain players like that, and I think JKS is one of them. So, of this roster, I mean, I really don't feel like any of those players are necessarily like the ideal secondary AWP player, unless Nexa coming in is going to be an AWP player as well, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I suppose if it works for JKS, like, it doesn't really matter. And maybe on the CT side with the double AWP, it's kind of a different thing, obviously, speaking about his play style. But even like clutches in retakes and that sort of thing is another thing for JKS in CT side. So, I don't know. It's a discussion to be had, but maybe it is something, the direction that Renegades want to go in. And fair enough, if it works, it works. We shall see throughout the coming weeks. Azza takes APOC down. Nice shot from Drop Room. Does give the player advantage over to Renegades, but EMAG starting to clear out Drop, and Kassad under pressure will find one. And the trade's working nicely there for Renegades. Now 3v1 players out the wazoo for Renegades, and not quite for Winterfox at this point.
Azza missing the one-tap headshot. He's hit a few of them, though, this round. Only needs one more. There we go. He will find it as well. Azza, historically on Cobble, from what I remember watching of Renegades, he loves playing drop. He's so good in that position, either there, outside the window, you know, wherever he chooses to play it. He's a player that likes drop, and when he's on form, he can definitely make it work, because drop on this map, it's one of those positions where it's a headshot angle. The first peak is a headshot angle for both Ts and CTs. So if you're playing drop, you want to have your sharpest player in there, especially if they've got an M4 and not been able to find an AK. You want to have your sharpest player in there so they can hit 2 headshots before Ts have time to hit 1. His Molotov is good, but Nifty has a lot of players facing him, finds 2, looking for more, finds himself the 3rd very calmly. No immediate aces, the rest of the players aren't there. Off new on the flank, but a 3K already. JKS probably will spoil the party here as, there we go, takes down off new. So no ace from Nifty this time, and especially not after APOC takes him down. Can grab the bomb, but a very quick flank for Renegades. Secure themselves around.
Yep, pretty straightforward anti-eco for Renegades, upgrading a couple of the pistols. No, just one. JKS got a Tech 9 out of that, but it will be just the UMPs coming through again here for Renegades. Nifty going for P250 and armor by the looks of things. So he's going for an AWP ASAP in the next round, should Winterfox lose this one, which is probably what will happen. Winterfox not investing too much here, just a couple of P250s. So mostly Glocks for Winterfox, and you can't expect too much out of that for them. Renegades should make this one 11-7.
They should do. If they don't, it's going to be a bit of a problem for them. The grenade in the drop is good, but too early. If he takes a lot of damage there. But you're still playing close to this smoke. Is he going to go through it? No, it looks like he's just going to wait for now. Really, there's not a lot that Winterfox can do. If they can get the bomb down and maybe get 1 kill, that's pretty much best case scenario. Maybe 2 if the P250s can do work, but somehow I doubt it. I think once Winterfox decide to push, it should just be a bit of a blender for Renegades.
Perhaps, but who knows? APOC, he's spotted out Kassad. He'll know that he's there and tries to go for a quick peek with the P250, see if he can maybe get a headshot. Won't be the case though. And Winterfox filing their way, filtering over to the A-bomb site, which a couple of the Renegades players are currently defending, so it's not going to be really much of a better situation for Winterfox over on the A side as opposed to the B-bomb site, but they're going to try and give it a crack anyway. Of course they have to. We've got 40 seconds left to work with here, but still walking, so time is ticking down a little bit, and they're going to need to be relatively quick actually getting into that A site.
Very stealthy Winterfox side right now, though. Moving into A long, completely unheard, but look at that grenade. My goodness, so much damage done. JKS now starting to mop him up. Does get traded out, so there's the one kill I spoke of, but you'd think there's not going to be any more. Long battle, but Imagine does go down to the USP of Azza. So there it is, no bomb plant, one kill. JKS, though, found 2 before dying, so even though he loses the $1,200 UMP, he makes that money back in kills alone, let alone round win bonus. So 11-7. 4 UMPs for Renegades, an AWP out on Nifty. That's what he was saving for. Just had a P250 armor in that last round. Goes straight to the AWP in this one. Renegades going to have to be careful with all those UMPs, though. There's 5 AKs against them.
There is, but it's sort of the bonus round of sorts.
There you go.
In a sense, for Renegades.
Sorts.
I'll get both of the phrases out just to make amends.
Just to make sure it's covered. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Winterfox with the AKs, it's a favourable buy, I think, really. But we'll see what Nifty can do here with the AWP. He's holding over the A-bomb site, so at the moment not being pressured too much. That's a good molly, though. Will push APOC back out of drop. Renegades using the utility as well so far on the CT side.
Doing a good job to stall this Winterfox push. They do have a lot of AKs and a fair bit of utility of their own to work with. New tapping away to spot out the shoulder of Kassad there. Would love to find him again on the peak with the pre-fire, but Kassad not going to re-peek it. Instead, re-peeking platform wide, actually. Didn't think he was going to re-peek it, but now he has the information. Shouldn't go here again, and yeah, he's just going to throw a smoke, back off, play close with the UMP. That smoke isn't great, though. There's a massive hole in that. Allows them to clear that close corner. They know Kassad is not there. Going to be close here for Winterfox. Looks like they are about to go B, though. The flashes are out. Zuzi wants to entry.
Hasn't spotted anyone out just yet. Still O. It's going to be the first option of choice, and he will take that kill. Looks like Kassad, though, trades one back. Will go down himself. Now player advantage here for Winterfox. Zuzi hoping to make that even more of an advantage. It's actually Emag and APOC to find the kills there for Winterfox. Nice entry onto the B-bomb side here, though. Renegades not getting too much done with those UMPs. Nifty watching the angle, won't get the shot. He gets another chance onto Zuzi, and Zuzi re-peeking will allow the shot to come across from Nifty. He maybe suspects that APOC is holding close, and he's going to peek that corner as well. Now 1v1, he misses the no-scope, and yeah, that was close.
I was ready for Nifty to have that. Very well played from Winterfox, though. Credit where it's due. They get onto the bomb side, only losing 2 players in a 3-on-1. It goes to a 1-on-1, but very well played from Nifty there. No clutch, though. Means that the buy will be here again for Winterfox. Unfortunately for them, even though they get onto the bomb site with 2 players dead, 3 alive, they've got to rebuy a lot, and it's a problem. Leaves off new on just a Galil. AWP out on Raz, though.
Double AWP for Renegades
Ustillo
as well.
this time.
It's Ustillo, exactly. So that's different, again, from Renegades. So just shifting it around, I suppose. Maybe, I don't know, maybe JKS wants to play over the A-bomb site, of course, and Nifty's the A-bomb site player as well, so they put the AWP on Ustillo since he's a B-site player, something like that. But regardless of the fact, Ustillo does take down Raz, also hits Zuzi, and misses the shot onto Offnu. It was going to look pretty good for him there if he had gotten 3, but does get traded out. Still not too bad of a performance from him. Can't complain about 2 kills.
Would have been a pretty sick frag reel if he found that 3rd one, though, and Offnu with such a delayed timing shot through the smoke onto Kassad. Man, he waited a long time for that. That was perfectly read. Back into a 3-on-3 now. JKS has moved over to the B bomb site. Boosted his teammate up as well. Azza on top of the tree planter. The T's are still all over here, though. Looking to move into this B bomb site eventually. They're worried about a drop boost at the moment. Worried about flanks too. Emag just trying to check out everything, keep his teammates alive as they slowly move up B long. APOC about to peek at the broken wall. We'll have to deal with Azza. He's going to have to check up high after checking Coop and everything else. Azza in a pretty good spot here, especially with that smoke helping him out a little bit.
Yeah, he can definitely do work from up on that tree. APOC not checking that angle just yet. Azza remains unseen for Winterfox.
He's waiting.
And he could drop this bomb plan. Emag goes down, exactly what Azza needed to do. He also finds the second onto APOC before being traded out. And Offnu, 3 kills in this round already. Needs to try and ace it out, but 15 seconds to work with. He needs to be very quick here to get the bomb down. Needs to probably find a kill beforehand as well. Otherwise, Renegades are just going to push him as he's planting that bomb. And it is indeed the case. He knows they're coming around from behind. And he'll actually catch Nifty off. But JKS comes around from the side. That's an easy kill for him. And so Renegades will secure another round through. Reset the losers round bonus for Winterfox. They've taken AWP through here as well. Admittedly, a very expensive round for Renegades, but they should be okay in terms of the money here to have a buy through.
And it was the same for Winterfox last round. It's interesting how close these rounds are, though, and a lot of it's just coming out of one player for either team getting a multi-kill to, you know, in a clutch to bring it back to a one-on-one before it's eventually closed out. We saw it with Nifty in a 3-on-1. We just saw it with Offnu in also a 3-on-1. Like, well, it was a 2-on-1. He already had 3 kills, but it's been a lot more even this game, even as Renegades are 4 rounds ahead and they start to move a bit further. This is a pistol round for them. Even though the scoreline doesn't really tell the story, this one's been very, very close.
Yeah, 12-8, Renegades.
Oh, you're burning Offnu.
Ooh, that's not great for Offnu, and he just narrowly avoids some bullets there as well. Yustillo holding the cutout. Susie's watching that angle, so he still needs to be careful if he does decide to peek. JKS just not quite landing that spray down, and the Tech-9 working out quite nicely at that close range for APOC. Still, though, across the board, it is looking like this is going to be Renegades round once again. Raz pulls one back, but is it going to be really enough here? The bomb dropped for Winterfox up on the platform. Renegades have complete control of platform. Apart from anything else, they quite happy where they are at the moment.
They have the info as well. They've spotted out both players. They're going to be boosting Raz up. Does have himself an M4, but he still is ready for it. Unfortunately, that one a little bit too predictable for Renegades to miss it. Now it's just Imagine. An M4 already being wrapped on. He's still going to close out the kill and save the M4 for himself. 4K in the round for him. 2 4Ks in a row. 1 for Offnu, now 1 for Yustillo. Great individual performances keeping them in this game. Yustillo 23 kills, Nifty 22. JKS falling a little bit behind in this one.
Yeah, but Nifty being quite consistent throughout both maps today. Now 13 rounds on the board here for Renegades. Winterfox will be on pretty much a full eco, just pistols invested in for Winterfox. And so should be 14 here for Renegades, starting to get to the pointy end of things. Now's kind of where Winterfox needs to step up, or not maybe this round, but next round definitely. Though Yustillo gets dropped very low, and Kassad does get taken down actually by APOC. So APOC's pistols have actually been pretty decent so far today. Aside from that though, Winterfox not having too much luck in this round. Offnu got 1, but in reality that was always going to be Renegades round. 14 now for them, and Winterfox, this may be their last buy.
This is looking like it could be curtains for Winterfox here. They got themselves just 1 round so far in the half. And it came on the back of a 3-on-1 into a 1-on-1 on the B side, and Nifty almost won it. Not quite, but that 1-on-1 is the only round they've won now on their T side. That was in post-plant, so arguably still showing that their CT side is better than their T, as they're winning it defensively, but a bit of a stretch, I admit. Either way, full AKs, bit of utility. Grenades pretty limited, though. JKS playing very close to this smoke. There's a Molotov hiding inside it. Will stay alive for long enough to find himself 2. Lining him up, and the 3rd there with the Molotov. Tries to pull out an AK, though. Swaps a little bit too early, but Raz is going to get the only kill of the round for his team so far. JKS finding 3. And Raz not able to capitalize on Azza. Renegades take 15. What a round out of JKS again. I mentioned that he wasn't really in this one, and he's immediately stepped up. Prove me wrong.
Awesome round from JKS, dancing around that smoke. The Molotov completely catching Winterfox off guard as well, and he just made it work so nicely. And basically shut the round down in favor of Renegades. Now 15 for them, and Winterfox can't really afford a proper buy through here. It is just a scout, double Khalil, 2 Tech-9s. Not what you'd want to be coming into a match point round for Renegades with, and we'll see if Winterfox can make it work, but I suppose at this point it does feel like probably delaying the inevitable. Kassad will win the duel against Zeus. He gets dropped very low though. And Yustillo himself is dropped relatively low, but he wins the duel too as takes down Kassad. But Nifty gets a knife kill onto
Please no scope him. Oh, what a play out of Nifty coming through from behind, finds 2. APOC does trade it back, has the AWP, but not going to be enough. JKS closes it out. 16-8 will be the score for Renegades over Winterfox. They managed to make it work.
Yep.
Man, what a game, though. What a play out of Nifty. I wish he got that last kill. That would have been pure highlight reel.
Would have been great. But it was really great for Renegades tonight. Getting the 2-0, 16-4 on the first map, 16-8 on the second. I think those are fairly expected results.
Yeah. I mean, the second one was, despite a 16-8 scoreline, it was a lot closer, at least, than that shows. I mean, the first half was back and forth everywhere. We did have an 8-7 in favor of Renegades there, but the second half, despite lots of damage being done really consistently by Winterfox and a lot of big highlight frags going both ways. I mean, a few rounds ago, we saw 2 4Ks in a row, one from Offnu, one from Yustillo. despite all of that, it pretty much all went the way of the Renegades.
I mean, at least Winterfox made that one slightly competitive. It was looking toe-to-toe at the first half, but Renegades obviously proving to be too strong on the CT side. So we expected coming into this that there was going to be a 2-0 in the favor of Renegades. Obviously, Winterfox did come in and play on sort of like 200 ping kind of thing, coming from Australia or New Zealand, playing on NA servers. Never going to be a great time, and obviously it was going to be an uphill battle from them. Even if they weren't playing on that kind of ping, I still suspect that it probably would have been a 2-0, perhaps a little bit closer, but Train really looked like a complete shutout as it was. Maybe Cobblestone could have been something different there for Winterfox, but it still, I think, would have been a 2-0 still.
Yeah, it was still favouring Renegades. The main advantage that Renegades get from this, given that, is their round win-loss has taken a massive, increase. They went 32-12 in total rounds tonight, so a plus 20. Going to help their stats out. The 2 wins not going to be too bad either.
No, can't complain about that one at all. So, yeah, Renegades, I mean, hard to say how well this new roster is going to be meshing because we obviously haven't seen it play too much. Kassar did a pretty good job tonight subbing in for Nexa, but overall, I think Nifty was looking pretty good there. He seemed to be gelling with this lineup pretty well. And of course, they needed an AWPer anyway, so he's slotted in pretty easily. And I think across the board, the core 3 were doing okay. I mean, Azza might have been a little quiet tonight, but he didn't need to necessarily be going off, and it worked out pretty nicely for Renegades anyway, as we are going to see. So 16-4, as we said, on Train, 16-8 on Cobblestone. In the mainstream, Immortals did manage to close out that first map of Inferno, 16-8 over CLG, and currently having quite a good time on Overpass against CLG as well.
Ricky's boys having a bit of a rough time. Even though he's a new addition to the squad, I'm still going to call him Ricky's boys, but they're down 8-1 on Overpass. That's not great. And then, of course, a little bit later on the mainstream, SK up against Liquid. That's going to be a good one. I think SK should be able to take it, but
well, I mean, they went 1-1 with C9 yesterday, and Liquid is sort of close behind both of them. Obviously, Liquid has had some changes in the roster, but maybe there's a chance for a 1-1. I'd probably be tipping a 2-0 for SK, but doesn't mean it necessarily is going to be 100% a 2-0. There's a possibility Liquid can get one out of that one, but we'll see. Liquid don't necessarily need a 1-1 at this point. They're sitting quite far up in the standings, quite safely in a good position there, though Immortals should be catching them, given that they're going to probably get that 2-0 over CLG by the looks of things. Having a look at Winterfox there, down on 2-16, still avoiding number 14, which is what they would have wanted. The Foundation sitting there, but Renegades getting themselves a 2-0 tonight does put themselves up just a little bit, and they've got some matches to play as well, so they could potentially overtake Luminosity and Optic should those matches go well. I mean, NRG's got a lot of matches in hands as well, though, so I don't think they're going to be able to overtake NRG, but definitely still some sort of possibilities here for Renegades to jump up a little bit.
Yeah, definitely, and I mean, Winterfox now 2-16, round win-loss of -103. That's pretty rough for them. Renegades, though, with those 20 wins tonight, 20 round bonuses tonight. Bonus rounds wins, there we go. That's what I'm trying to say. Put themselves at +17, so they've taken themselves from negative round win into positive. They're also 11-7, so not bad.
Yeah, not bad. Not too bad at all for Renegades, and I think they're going okay in the NA Pro League. Having a look at tomorrow's matches, just going to be the mainstream. Misfits up against Winterfox, and then Immortals and Complexity. I'm thinking both of those should be relatively easy matches for Misfits and Immortals, but who knows?
Especially if Winterfox will still be playing from Australia. I mean, there's no way really, just timing-wise, that they can get to North America, given how long of a flight it is before tomorrow, so most likely they'll still be playing.
It's actually on Tuesday, this next match day, because it's...
You said tomorrow and it threw me off.
Did I say tomorrow?
You
thought
did.
I said next match day.
All right, well, either way, that makes
Tuesday.
more sense.
It's kind of Easter tomorrow, so I don't think too many people are going to be keen on playing or working on Easter.
You got me there, but I was happy to roll with it. Either way, I mean, Winterfox, even if they do get over to North America, they can play on not terrible ping. I think Misfits still should be able to close that out, and of course, Immortals over Complexity as well. Complexity have added Slammy recently, so they've got a new in-game leader. Perhaps a bit of structure could help them out, but I still think Immortals are the stronger team.
Definitely. Immortals looked really, really good yesterday when we saw them play. They'll be looking pretty good today as well by the looks of things, taking that one over CLG, potentially too. But who knows? We'll see how they go next week. But that's it from us tonight. You can, of course, go and tune into the mainstream. They're still going. They've still got another match up after the current one. But from us here in Australia, have a very, very good night.
the night, listen, little drumming pain. It's silly time to learn to swim. Every time you look around, pain is the only what you find. You're still dreaming, head up high, trying to leave him all behind.